What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode in our Nighthawks Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. We just came off of a very unfortunate loss to the Saints. A game that honestly should have never happened, as sure they have a lot of talent, but they lost a guy like Aaron freaking Donald in the game pretty early, to be honest, and yet they still won. Imagine the kind of pressure we would have been in if he stayed in. We would have never had a shot. Of course, we lost some players too, Ferguson being the biggest one, as he had a breakout. He was one touchdown away, and not only is it a setback for his progression, but also his season, as he's going to be out for, how many weeks is it? I think it's going to be at least 3, unless we have, now the bye week's not end, at least until week 10 or later. You can see we're also missing Jonah Jackson still, Tyndall, that will also be for another week or two. But of course, dislocated hips. We're old out here, all right? We're old, but once again, losing that dev-up chance, which likely would have happened, but ultimately, missing too many throws. Gamble had a couple of plays. I think even one of them was to Ferguson. Now, we don't know how it would have played out, but maybe if he hits that throw, we get the 3 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure it was going to be a score, but I can't remember how that drive finished anyways, or whatever may have happened. But, of course, right at the end as well, 4th and I think 13, 12, whatever, had a chance to get the first down, and Gamble missed again. So, I don't know if the moment got to him or what's the story, but cannot have that happen, especially when we're going against the Cowboys, who could be one game away, and they are not, as the entire division loses. Who the hell did they lose to? We'll take it, because no matter what, even if we lose this week, which could be a possibility, where is it? You know, we'll be still ahead. They lost to the Ravens. We just smoked them. The Colts, that is a high-scoring game. Washington lost to the Browns. I don't know how good they are, but interesting. The Eagles, once again, on a big win streak, and then losing to the Falcons, who I think actually does have a pretty damn good team, in fairness. Maybe, if I remember correctly, the best team in the league. Our team is really good, but as far as like roster talent goes, I think they may be better. Let's look at the players of the week. So the Falcons did get one, so did the Ravens, ironically enough. But overall, you know, we didn't give up player of the week, which I guess is a win in a way. There's been talks about potential trades. I'm thinking because Diami was paid a 3-year $20, we may have to give him a shot this week. There's always still time for before the trade deadline. I also don't want to mix in a new wide receiver on one of the biggest games of the season so far. So this is what the roster is going to look like with Ferguson out for those, 3 or 4 more weeks. Defensively, of course, Porter's still the middle linebacker, as Tyndall is still out for another week or two, and everything else looks pretty decent. We know what the Cowboys roster looks like, but maybe you're new to the series. Maybe you've never seen us play them. I don't know. Maybe you forgot, all right? Maybe you're older than I am mentally, physically. I don't know. This guy looks like he should start, to be honest, but I'm not going to do anything about that because James Conner has actually played pretty damn well for them. Wide receivers, looks like Lockett is injured. About time somebody else gets hurt. I mean, surely that's not going to backfire saying that. They're down to 4 wide receivers, though. You would think they would maybe sign someone, but I know you got Mark Andrews there. Slater's a great left tackle. Left guard's decent. Center's okay. And by okay, I mean he's awful. Right guard's pretty damn good. Right tackle's iffy. So Brian Burns, it seems like this man has had plenty of opportunities to do well against bad players and just never does. Trayvon Walker, kind of okay. Sweat is amazing. Deron Payne is solid. Woodson is okay. Still needs years to develop. Keanu's fast with good hip power. Same with Kenneth Murray and Willie Gay. This is a damn good team with a lot of athleticism. With all that being said, though, we are going to be looking to stop the short pass. Tyler Lockett's out, so they're not going to be super great down the field, I imagine. Mark Andrews is a possession god. Obviously, he can stretch the field too, but mainly kills us underneath. And then for attacking them, their defense actually seems to be playing really poorly. They're good at most things. It seems like they're better in coverage than they are on the ground. But I don't like the fact that, yeah, we'll go run inside. I don't like being stuck to the ground game. Not that we have to, as Hawkins is actually about to get 85, which maybe this is the perfect time for that ground attack. It's a little worrisome, but I mean, you got to attack something, and that edge looks even scarier than Deron Payne, to be honest. Here he is, Hawkins, elusive back. He's an 85 overall, giving him his second ability slot. Upgrade wasn't crazy great. What did they give him? Nothing. Of course, evasive. What is his actual ratings? So evasive doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I'm just going to give him jukebox. And then the first one, running back apprentice wouldn't be the worst thing. Short and elite seems kind of busted. He is really good at receiving, though. So I'm going to give him short and elite, actually, which is a little OP, but it's not that bad. Could have given him evasive and that, but we didn't. Jackie Gibbs with power back. Really awful upgrade. Once again, man, that guy has bad luck with upgrades. Tyson Anderson, I suppose, zone, play rec awareness, all that stuff is important for him. It's not terrible. And then Channing Tindall, keep that field general scheme fit. He'll be back soon enough. Really good upgrade on top of it. So looking forward to your return. We're probably actually going to start working on block shedding for him as well when he comes back. We're also going to be upgrading our catching for wide receivers and tight ends by 5 with this upgrade. And then on defense, I don't really care about defensive tackle hit power, believe it or not. Stamina by 3, I guess, isn't the worst thing. Huge matchup in Dallas. Of course, it's going to be around noon, so that shadowy effect of the stadium could be a little annoying. They're wearing all white here, kind of looking a little bit like the Colts, to be honest, but that helmet obviously changes that up a little bit. But I think it looks pretty good, actually, and I'm a little surprised they don't wear this more often. I don't know, it's just weird that they obviously wear their kind of aways, if you will, at home games, and then home uniforms at away. It's a little strange, but of course, Dallas always got to be different, always got to be extra. Of course, flying jets over a pretty much dome is an interesting strategy, but I guess when you got money burning in your pocket like Jerry Jones does, you might as well do whatever. I don't know, just do whatever the hell you want below the money. Of course, we don't really count the first couple of games of the season, but if we beat the Cowboys here, this might be the first time I've actually seen them under 500 in like years, to be honest, which is crazy to think, but it's true. Of course, a really bad return. We took it back far. Langley's head, kind of, thankfully he's healthy, I guess. Of course, looking at the numbers, not a great week last week, but still, the numbers are looking pretty good on the season. When we say we're going to do something, we usually don't commit to it, but we're going to start out with the run at least, as we're actually going to get some okay blocks, a gain of about 4. And just like that, Willie Gay instantly injured. I mean, for them, that's got to seem Willie Gay. Yep. Nothing more to it. That was all. Of course, we do not have spin cycle anymore, so it's going to take a little while to get used to, but another gain of about 2 now, making it a manageable 3rd and 4. Looking for that out with Hawkins. I think we turn that into an in instead. See if we can find anyone open, and that's a tough one. Kind of hit by Diami Brown. And I hate him. I don't know what he is. Literally the most cursed receiver ever. I honestly don't understand. I really don't. Don't get me wrong. I probably should have just threw to him anyways because he's more open than Hawkins. But, you know, at the time of throwing this, the way number 42 is running, it looks like he's covering that left side, right? So Hawkins is going to run past him and Diami's going to get picked up. But nope. It's just plays like that you look back into a game and you're just like, how did we sell so hard, you know? As Stokes is making a pretty good play there, but wind kind of makes it tough on us. It's kind of strange to say, but it's true. Only getting them to the 45 there. 13 touchdowns, 6 picks. Very similar season to our guy, Dak Prescott. Making us feel a little bad about Gamble's stats now. Thinking, okay, if we're like Dak, that's not great. I'm kidding, kind of. Little emotion from the backup tight end. Porter going to outrun the entire play, unfortunately, as Connor is going to get the first. Or close to the first, which in this case is probably worse, sadly. But going to bring some players up. Sharp might be able to just blitz. And to the outside, they're going to go. Huge hit on Fuller. Once again, they've already lost Lockett. And Fuller, we know, is not the healthiest guy usually, so they could be in some real trouble with only 3 other wide receivers on the roster. Might have to completely rely on that ground game, which I don't think they have a problem with doing. Taking the shots and touchdown on Woolen, as Woolen did get beat in the press man. And of course, Bourne, who I believe has given us some troubles in the past, comes away with a touchdown already. Off the line, you can see he's not really doing anything crazy. He's just kind of bullying him, and Woolen just gets beat. We go for the swat, but he just doesn't go for it. I don't understand why he's not going for the ball there. Dallas Cowboys have lost a couple of games in a row now, starting off with 7 against us early, and it's only been about 2 minutes. Langway with another chance to return it. We run right into the block. This is not looking good. I'm actually going to run the ball. It's tough to say because they seem like they're just bringing everyone. So, like, I don't know if anyone's going to be open. Oh, a lot of people are open. Trevon Walker with a nice hit stick, but gain of 9. Pretty good blocking there, actually. Let's run it up the middle again. This time, no fancy stuff. We're just going to dive straight up. Nice jukebox to the 30. Someone's playing music nearby. I'm just praising them. 1st and 10. We probably had him. We're going to go with Woolen, who gets a hand on it as their backup DT is injured, still blocking and still fighting with the block. And I don't know what happened there, but unfortunate. Probably had the quick throws underneath, but just didn't feel comfortable and kind of just forced one, to be honest. Nice cut move. Not going to gain a lot, maybe 3. 2nd and 10 runs are not usually the smartest, but thought maybe we'd catch them off guard, especially after losing their backup DT. Maybe scrambling for a replacement. And they're actually going to come with the blitz. And Sky Moore with a really good catch, outrunning Ronnie to the left side to the 36-yard line. I was like, not again. We're going to have to punt. There was even a chance at a pick there. They came with the blitz, and we actually picked it up okay, you know, considering they brought, what, 6? You know, Sweat, who's very fast, he kind of got, you know, in the way of the tight end. Tight end got in the way of him, and really it was the DBs that did their job, but thankfully he missed the pick. Sky Moore with that change of direction. Huge gain. That's an early play candidate for play of the game. Let's look for the tight ends, and Woodley is torching. The ball wasn't so high. He might have even had a chance to get inside the 5 there. I mean, he's got some speed. Either way, it's to the 16. It's a 1st down nonetheless. And here's Sky Moore, maybe looking for a touchdown as they're bringing everyone down again. I just don't know if they have the athleticism to get back. They do not, and Sky will actually be short to the 1. Once again, the throw, not bad, but not leading him inside, or to the outside anyways. Should have easily got a touchdown there, and we just didn't. Can we switch the sides? We cannot. I'd rather just run straight up the middle then and just control where we're going to go with it. And I guess the right side was the better spot. Should have just went with the power run after all. Trap play, they're bringing everyone in, but it doesn't look like anyone's on Tutu. Got to be careful, though. There's a superstar there. And we do not, as Tutu is wide open. Look for the bait. They decided to go with the all-out, and, I mean, that's just too easy. Took us a bit longer to score than they did, but a score is a score nonetheless. Of course, they also did lose that backup DT. Don't know how long he's going to be out for, but still big to get injured early on, and Porter misses the tackle, but gets a hand on him, thankfully, because he actually had some room already to the 46 after one throw, dude. Gotta say, Bourne is kind of destroying us right now, making us wish we were never a Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, I said it. Inside, and this could be a flag on us. And a completion of Fuller. Please be a hold or something. Bring this back. Yes. Holding. Finally. The worst part of it for them is it was a holding, but it was pretty damn late. Didn't really affect the play. Underneath, missed tackle. And Fuller's going to be like, I don't care. I'll just get down there anyways. Just giving me more yards to work with. Negative 10 yards, so we'll get an extra 10 on the stat line today. And the worst part is I believe him. I actually believe him to the outside. Got to cover the running back. He's going to throw on the run. There's nobody in sight. Really good tackle by Booker. Through a block. Born again. Sounds like I'm into religion or something, like real hard. He's born again. Let's go deep. The inside is wide open. I don't know what Stokes is doing, as that is just the easiest first down you can get. Who is Stokes covering? Not much better at the 28. And sacked up the middle by, once again, we've been calling him our most consistent sacker, Mr. Henry. 4 sacks now, I think, 1 a game for the last 4 games. My man coming away. Obviously, I'd like a little bit more consistency with actually getting some pressure, but getting to the quarterback is still huge. Obviously, spin move. There is no one in sight. Booker may have made it short, but not by much. And no, it will be a first down. I just don't understand how we get, like, do I just have to press every time? Like, our guys are just going to the end zone every time. This is me a throwaway. And Jabril just made an amazing play on a wide receiver who's fast as hell, but dropped the pick. That is awful. End zone, we're going to have to go short, and kind of knocked over by his own guy. Not that it would have mattered. It would have been maybe like a yard or two more. I can't believe that. I actually can't believe that. How does Cox not make that play? Unbelievable. Sharp. We will drop if we have to the outside. Jabril Cox, one-on-one. Pops the ball free, and unfortunately, Henry can't get over there in time. Once again, similar to the other side, our side, the bad throw costs a maybe even first down touchdown. Scott had a couple of chances last week. Will not get it this time. They will get 3, but it's still a stop. Also, it was a longer drive, so, you know, many wins here and there. And you would think, have learned our lesson, but we unfortunately have not. Yeah, we got to stop. We got to stop. These blockers are awful. You know, the kicks are getting deeper and deeper. It's just, it's not a good look. Not Nwangwu's fault in the slightest, but still, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And that is amazing coverage. I get it was kind of like helpful because, you know, we brought both routes the same way, but that man literally just covered 2 players. Unbelievable. I don't know if it was Kenneth Murray or Keanu Neal, but I don't know if it really matters who. Woodley. And of course he stepped out of bounds first. What is he doing? If you step out of bounds, you might as well just stay out of bounds. Like, what are you doing? Huge first down negated because he went out of bounds. And of course, that also takes away a down. Takes away the first down and a down. Woodley, corner, look. I'm just going to take the look. Oh, this is a pick. What a try by Tutu Atwell, though. Once again, it's going to be another punt, no score, but what an attempt. Do I dare click of the bait? Do I dare? You see Tutu Atwell's tiny self. He's like, oh, this guy's playing on rookie if that's caught. All right, Matt Ariza, we need you to get this ball out. Actually, no, we're going to wait. There was 1 second left. That blows, dude. We would have had 6-mile-per-hour winds in our favor if 1 more second went. And, of course, I now realize why the punts are not going far, because the fans cheering makes the punt shorter, apparently. The way team punt distance is shortened when kicking across the 50. That's funny. Can we... Booker, where are you going? Booker is really regressing, dude. I don't know what it is. Like, where is he going? He sees his guy stop, and then he keeps running away. Where are you going? Holy crap, holy. Like, where is my man headed? Do we need to play him at safety? We can't get over there in time. Of course, Carmichael, he does what he's supposed to do, but at the same time, he should have just let him have that first. Do we want to actually, like, play some defense? He got the press on. Ty. As Connor might have been short. Nope, they're going to give him the first down. Shocker. Bunch of tight ends in. They're actually telegraphing their play a little bit here, so maybe get away with a nice wasted down if they run it. Oh, it's not a telegraph. And Booker was in good coverage, but no swat, nothing like that. Once again, ever since our corners have gotten to Superstar, I'm telling you, they've been worse. They have literally been worse. I kid you not. As really good job by Porter there. Actually brings him down without help too, which is definitely been a bit of a problem of his, without a doubt. There is literally no one on the tight end. I get we're trying to bait it out, but like literally he's still going to get the first down. But if we weren't there, it might have been a touchdown. And it's not a first down. And absolutely, I don't give a damn, bro. We're going to go with the goal line, which I don't know why it would trick them into thinking it's like a block when it's not, but you never know. Regardless, if this is a legitimate stop, that's massive. I don't honestly know what that play design is, where somehow the safety's supposed to get over to the tight end when he's on the opposite side of the field, but sure. I don't think they have the speed to get Woodley here. I mean, he's not open, but he's open. You know, he's obviously open. To the 42, nice fun. Still, you never know. Our guys sometimes struggle to get open. Here goes Diami Brown, and I thought he dropped it. Good catch. Finally, something to be proud of with him. Moving down the field in a hurry. Honestly, maybe something we've been missing today is we're just really playing it conservatively, and we're missing first downs by a couple of yards. You know, just take the top off or throw a pick because you're under pressure and make a bad play. Nice. I don't necessarily think it was a bad read. I think it was a tough one to hit, and the pressure made it all that much worse. I will say it's hard to see. For one, it's a penalty. It's absolutely a penalty. This is literally a penalty. Like you're literally like that's literally a penalty for one, and two, I just don't expect him to actually stop when he's pressing my receiver, 15 yards into the route. But hey, good penalty. It worked, They didn't call it. It's only a penalty when it's called. That's the rules of the trade. Porter, Booker. Of course, Booker gets mossed for like the shoulder out first, question mark. I'm challenging that if I'm them. The best blanket in the business, I'll tell you what. Over the top, safety's there. This has got to be picked. Oh, man. That sucks. Good defense, but that is a blatant interception. And, of course, it's still their ball. Oh, really good job by, is that Wade? Wade is all over that. If he makes the tackle, it's not a first down anyways, but it obviously looked pretty bad out the gate, of course. Trying to stop their short game, and that's exactly what they've done. We have not run the ball that well or much, and we need to. We absolutely need to. But here we are to the 42 after throwing an interception. Maybe not the greatest read, but once again, a blatant no-call PI. I mean, one of the worst I've ever seen. But regardless, it didn't score any, didn't cost us any points. No point differential. We just got lit up. It's great news. These linebackers, man, they're actually really solid. I don't know if they got their backup DT that they do. Number 78 is back in the lineup. And there goes Diami. Oh, he fumbled. I'm done with this guy. If he wasn't down, I'm done with him. And honestly, it was close. They're going to review it, but man, this guy. I don't know what it is. Diami is just busted. Okay, he was absolutely down, but regardless, it's a fumble no matter what. Unless you're personally giving the ball up to somebody like the ref, it's a fumble, even if you're down. That's still a lack of protecting the ball, no matter how you want to look at it. So, say what you want. I don't take back what I said. He is an absolute curse. Sky Moore is open. And the throw is pretty bad. Like, really bad. So, for one, Sky Moore is torching him there. I don't throw it to him because there's a guy on me. I can see sweats here. I throw to the other guy, Diami, who's open. Somehow the corner just reacts to the ball, even though he's literally getting burned by 5 yards. And we throw our second pick of the day. The first one, I will say, is probably more of a read issue. That one is another gamble inaccuracy, which has just become a big problem lately. And there goes Burns. Honestly surprised that Dak didn't fumble. That was pretty much uncovered. I mean, that was a freebie at the quarterback. It's never easy to hold on the ball when you don't see it coming. Maybe go to the tight end. No, it's going to be a short throw underneath. He's going to have to go out of bounds, though. Still gains 7, making it a manageable-ish 3rd and 11. Drake Jackson probably not going to be the best bet here. Trying to fight, can't. That's going to be a short throw. Jabril, the tackle master. I almost said the Cox master. That's for the weekend. I mean, I suppose this is the weekend here, but, will be another punt. Obviously, both teams kind of struggling on offense. Thankfully, they are, because we are giving them a lot of opportunities, I'll tell you what. I just don't know when you ever see a chance to bench your quarterback. Like, I don't think what has happened so far is even close to bench-worthy. That's an okay move. But if it comes to this, point of if he keeps doing that, do you bench him? I don't know. Like, I just don't see there ever being a reason to. Our backup is nowhere near as good as Gamble, and it would just be him starting next week anyways. And we were about to throw it to Woodley. Fortunately, Jeromepkr gets in there. Once again, that was a slow developer, I will admit, but man, I still like to see a little bit better blocks. All right, Ferguson was burning as of late on this look, Sky Moore's look. Let's see if he can pick up the pace. Kind of, and intercepted. No, it's not going to say that his feet weren't done. It's a little bit of a late read. Didn't really trust the route. Should have. Of course, the punt is actually going to be in our favor, but once again, they're in the zone, so this thing's barely going to go anywhere. It's going to get to the 50, and that's it. And we miss. Jabril also kind of misses, but pushes him out, I suppose. Past midfield. Defense has been a little bendy, don't break, but they've actually, you know, done even better than that as of late. Decent coverage on that screen despite the blitz. You know, avoiding points, obviously it's becoming harder and harder as they're getting closer and closer at the start of each drive. And Jabril, oh, that is a nice double move by the tight end. He's going to almost fumble. Good effort, though. 3rd and 10. This has been a very interesting game so far. You know, this is just something we usually don't see, you know? In cut, we got that covered. And all you do is tackle him. Not the cleanest tackle, but he did enough. We're going to call a timeout. This should be a field goal attempt. Not proud that it's going to be, but... oh, it's going to be a punt. Once again, the wind is against them. I still think maybe you take this shot. I don't know who their punter or their kicker is, but, you know, either way, it's going to be a punt, and it's going to be kind of a shank. So, I don't know. Tommy Brown streaking down the field. Put some clothes on, young man. Tight end, nice job. Woodley is very good at his job, obviously. Let's go with the same formation. We're kind of stuck in this camera view. Here we go. Tight end again. It's a little bit of a late read. I don't know what's wrong with Gamble. There's something physically disabling this young man. I'm not super comfortable. And he drops it. Oh my god, guys. This is pain. Like this offense right now is actually pain. I know there are guys in the zone, but I'm still going to bring Fioka to the end zone because if I have no one else, I'd rather just throw it up to the 6-foot-tall man. And Hawkins, please! Yes, Tutu Atwell. Catching a dog-awful ball by Gamble. Jesus, man, this guy's throwing has been awful. Do they have something making us throw bad? No, they have better blocking, which I've kind of experienced a little bit of. Oh, my God, touchdown. A little underthrown, but it's going to get there, and we're back on the board and probably taking the lead. Burned. Is Woodley the best tight end in the league? I think he is. I think Woodley might be the best tight end in the entire league. Oh, Jordan. Ah. Oh, huge hit by Stearns. This is a beautiful play, but once again, getting just enough time to get that ball off and getting them down to the 43 with 2 timeouts remaining. They really want that lead back. Stokes kind of getting torched off the line. How fast Stokes is to be able to get burned that quick. Like, how do you even defend that? Just insane. It's actually crazy. They're at the 50. They need about 15 probably, based on the fact that they punted last time. And, oh, that is a good find. Sharp. And they miss! That is all Stearns, or whoever the hell came in and missed. Don't get me wrong, Sharp should have probably made that tackle, missed it. But what is the other guy doing? Blown coverage. Ironically enough, who is it? It was by Stearns out the gate. Stearns just blows the coverage completely. I don't know what he's doing. Sharp comes out there, and Booker completely misses. He literally whiffs. Oh, my. This is just a disaster, man. Maybe look for a deep shot to Diami. That's actually not terrible, and considering we were still on the move as well. I don't see us as desperate per se, but at the same time, like, we're a big play team that can make big plays anytime. So why wouldn't we try? That's tough. I mean, maybe should have went for the possession. I just thought we in possession, there's a chance that we actually do get picked off there, and I don't want to get picked with them having a chance to return it for a field goal, you know. 3rd and 10. Now we're going to run it. And really good blocks, ironically. Wannabe gets the inside look. Hawkins! It's going to be short to the 6. Oh, my God. What a run. We caught them off guard. They were probably just thinking, they're going to try to run it, you know, waste a little bit of clock, maybe not have to punt. But, oh, my. That is so close. Who ran us down? That was an amazing try. Of course, now our rush yards look amazing when they're not. I mean, it's a close game across the board. They just have one extra score on us. Of course, I'm going to change the throw it short. And stopping them, of course, is obviously going to be throwing it short. Oh my god, they have a 6-point lead with ball. I remember now. The wind was throwing me off. We obviously have the wind in the fourth, which, I mean, if the wind decides to stay on. Can they decide to close the dome? Surely that wouldn't be fair, right? Close the dome when they're on offense and then open it back up when you're on defense. That would be so BS. Surely that's got to be like a rule that you can't, you know. That'd be kind of BS if you did that. But who knows? Could you imagine the dome operator's like their best player? He's like the greatest dome operator ever. Although I imagine it actually probably takes a long freaking time to open it, so you have to really prepare for your offense to like do well or not to start, you know, actively opening it while they're mid-drive. We missed the play. 2nd and 5. Huge hits by Stokes. They're now, of course, starting to run the ball a little bit to start out this second half. Why wouldn't you? It wasn't like the run game wasn't necessarily working. It's just the pass game was working better. But try to keep us honest by, you know, once again, I can't believe these out routes, though. Like, these little outs have just crushed us. I mean, our defensive focus is to stop short passes. And yet, with DBs on tight ends, we can't cover. This guy's in trouble. There you go, Henry. Obviously, Jabril's in there too, but Jabril's kind of supposed to get a free look. Henry's not supposed to be in for free. 3rd and 7. Come on, Jabril. Get a press on Fuller. Something. The tight end kind of got in the way, and there goes Porter for the tackle. That will be a punt. We're going to just pretty much run it up the middle, and I mean, it's just been very uninspiring. Good truck to get us to the 20, but very uninspiring special teams so far. I thought you could really do a whole lot to, you know, it's really just break one free, and that's not really necessarily something you can always control. And we're going to take the safe look, which is Sky Moore. Spin move did not work. Thought the cut spin would work. You know, Ronnie Harrison kind of lost against Sky Moore earlier in the game. Not so much there, though. Either way, huge gainer. Didn't trust Diami. I mean, I don't trust him ever, let alone when you have a better option shorter. Here goes Hawkins. Tries the cut move to the 30, the 40. What to say, the 38-yard line, but the 40 apparently for a huge first down. Counter look. They kind of look like they're ready for it. I would like to have a blocker in Turner. And we do get that. Quick throw to Woodley. And oh my God, Gamble. Just when I thought we were turning around, you drop another one of those. Please stop doing that. That is really bad. Like, really bad. Wheel to the right, I like that actually a lot. That's a tough one. It's a little underthrown, but Diami's so open. He gets it there. Nice, nice. Building a little more trust every completion. Not a lot, but a little. You know, it's happening. In motion for Diami. I don't know if they would think that we would actually trust the ball in his hands off the line, but here we go. And the fullback gets a great block. And Ronnie, after that one cutback from Sky Moore, has been very solid. Pitch to the left. I think we're actually going to play action this to the right. Diami, I don't want the comeback. Actually, I do want the comeback. And there's a touchdown to Tutu Atwell. Dot. On the run. That was a very ambitious ball, but seen it, took it, score. Beautiful. I mean, that's pretty routine of a pass, but still, you just never know with this Gamble guy. On the run is never easy, but with Gamble, whew. So far, the perfect second half to start as we are now leading. They got the ball to start, so you know, we had to actually make a defensive play to get where we are. It's really good stuff. Carmichael can't get out there. Nice spin, but really set it up for Jabril. I think Jabril's really just kind of dialed it back a little bit, and he just wants to be known as the guy that can bring anyone down. So you're not going to see a whole lot of hit sticks from him anymore. It's just him playing it safe. Porter to the outside, making a really good play. Speaking of a guy that's missed a lot of tackles so far in his rookie campaign, as Cisco is injured. He's actually a really good special teamer for us. Glad he's not going to be out long. Comes in from time to time on defense as well. It's important. Jordan Davis locked up, dude. Outside, and Wolin, no! There was a chance for Woolen to blow that up. That was giving me Reggie Bush vibes, and instead he just gets blown up. First down. It could have been like a 3rd and 6 or something, dude. Shift the line as it could be an inside zone. It is not. We're going to be on the move, and that is an amazing throw, and we're going to miss him after the catch, too. He's still moving, and thankfully for that white line, because that was a touchdown. I don't blame the linebacker, because it's not his job to be out there, really. That is pain. We're going to be bringing some pressure here. And to the outside, Woolen! Good try, though. At least he had the awareness for once to actually get there. That would have been a huge play. That blitz, they just completely caught him off guard. They were not ready for that at all. Oh, that threw me off. And that's our coverage on the side. And Dak doesn't see it. Still thinks he's scrambling up the middle before the game's ending, thankfully. Because that was a wide open receiver. Still gains a little bit. Don't run it, and that's all I ask. There's 2 players here. We got to cover the end zone. Speaking of the end zone, Booker needs to pick that. Either way, it's a stop. It will likely regain them the lead, but only by 2. All we have to do is... Ooh, that one kind of going left. All we have to do is, play some defense and safety him, and boom, tied. Or just score an offense. That also works, but, that's a little far-fetched. Of course, another 2-minute drive for them as they're just completely killing us. We've learned our lesson. Kneel this damn thing down. Kind of getting sick of our average starting field position being the freaking 14-yard line or something. This is ridiculously low. Inside run, and the guard, Paul, does a really good job. Getting about 7 or 8 is Hawkins on some pretty good blocks. I don't know what that play-action play is. We're going to keep it simple, run it right back up the middle. I don't want to go to the right. Just go straight up the middle. And we're going to find a lot of room, actually, and met once again by Ronnie Harrison. This time he does miss the tackle, but still gets a hand on us. And, obviously the run before half is carrying the numbers a bit, but overall, still not a bad performance on the ground. Miami. It's a tough one. We kind of just told him to sit down. We didn't want him to get blown up. Threw it low just to force him into, just catching it, going down, don't get killed. Play action. We hit him with this earlier, and it kind of worked. I think we missed the throw, though. And we might have had Woodley, but Gamble, who hasn't run all day, is going to get the first down. And if I'm a ref, I'm calling that. That is clearly us running out of bounds. No intention of continuing, and he just hits us like a half a yard out of bounds. What even is that? And that is a really good play by Gamble. Good stiff arm. Turner with the first down. That's what I love about Turner. That man is a tank. He does not go down easily. What a play. First down. A quick reaction time works out. And here goes Woodley. That's pretty good coverage, but Woodley, a little bit too fast for Murray, gets it for a 9.5-yarder. Mixing it up well and moving well. Of course, it's going to be a end of the third in a good spot, in a close one. Up the middle, we got a lot of receivers kind of near the line. This is probably looking like a run to them, but I don't really care, as it's going to be a pretty good run. I mean, our blocks have been actually really good on the ground for the most part. Really good when you consider, like, you got to consider who you're going against when you're, when you're giving praise out. Uh-oh. Gamble. First down. I was looking around. I saw a couple of looks, and I was like, I think that pass rusher on the edge is going to get to us, so I just took off, and it worked out. Sky Moore could be a quick throw candidate. That's a tough one on that interior, though. It is not going to be. Throw it away. Thankfully not grounding, as we had a wide receiver right in front of us. All right, this play action came up before. I don't know what to think about it. Kind of want to get Miami away from that corner, as Woodley might be the score. And that was predetermined. I think that was Woodley's fault. I thought that was a touchdown. I was saying that was predetermined from the snap. I threw it right here. He's open. Based on where Woodley's running, it seems to be right on the money. I mean, at this point, I almost see, like, the way that this is gone, that this would be... Let's move Hawkins this way. Really? This would be almost just like a shot play. Or Gamble's going to run in easily. Touchdown. They forgot about his legs again. And bam. I mean, I guess obviously it's a shot play, but you know what I mean? Like, before we were kind of looking around, maybe get a little closer, but I don't know, I feel like it was like a boomer bust. Didn't really feel great about it. Of course, we're not going to go for 2 because it'll put more pressure on them if they get the touchdown. And there goes Burns with a violent sack. If this was still when the body weight rule was kind of like prevalent, that would have probably been a penalty. Of course, it still kind of exists, I believe, but yeah, it's obviously not called as much. Oh, that is a bad play, I think. Burns, easy tackle. The Cowboys doing their very good, best first half Nighthawks impression. Back them up, boys. I mean, this is not even 4-down territory, so just don't give them a reason to go for it, if you will. To the outside, that's okay. Huge hit by Porter. That was violent. Their right tackle, speaking of violence, is injured. 4th and 10. Obviously, we played that down as if we knew it was a long shot. So I think they're smart for punching in here, especially with the way our offense is played and not looking terrible. That's a way too early of a cut move, and we get to the 33. Can the ground attack do it? Can they win the game? Obviously, 5 down, not great, but once again, I believe in these blockers on the ground at least, and we gained about 3. Halfback ISO, kind of using this as an actual throw, though. Kind of predetermining Diami a little bit, which is not something I would ever think I could say. And there he is. Nice catch. Perfect throw. Out of bounds does not factor yet anyways. And more importantly, even if it did, first down always overrules keep the clock running. And there goes Hawkins. Could he score? Out of bounds again, but guess what? 43-yard run overrules both of those things. The blocks have been decent. Not bad, of course. They're going to keep it on the ground again. Why would you throw it? In this situation, I'd be happy with giving up a field goal or giving up the touchdown for a field goal. Nice spin by Hawkins to the 3. 16 for 185. Once again, we obviously acknowledge that the pre-half run was a huge portion of the yardage, but still, absolutely running still well. Gibbs getting another chance. And nice stiff arm. Could be the dagger. What a play. Blocks were nowhere near as clean for Gibbs as they were for Hawkins, but he made his blocks. Nice stiff arm. That is why you have a guy like him kind of just protecting the end zone, as we've given up a lot of quick plays, a lot of quick touchdowns this season. Even in this one, we've given up a lot of short drives that have led to touchdowns. Inside's not there, and Burns with another sack, half a sack with Jordan Davis. 2.5 on the night. McGarry is injured, and even when he wasn't injured, Brian Burns was having his way with him. 3rd and 10, kind of stepping up, stepping back. The running back's open. Oh, that was a really good step in fairness, as Connor's really turning that short gainer into a good one. Running the DB blitz off the edge, not really protecting the end zone as much as we started this drive. Of course, they are running it anyways, and I'm not really sure about that decision, to be honest. Got some running back quota that they need to hit or something? I don't understand. There we go, 2nd and 8. Oh, I thought that was a screen. Covering the tight end decently well. Going to stick with it, and he's going to have to throw it away. I mean, that's perfect coverage. Maybe if he touch passes that perfectly, he gets it over Porter, but, I mean, I wouldn't bet on it. Oh, we missed it. Screen pass, not going to get out there. Screen pass has been brutal against us all season. Anyone that runs it, and for the Cowboys to look so good and to choke this way is really insane. Burns kind of gets there, but they continue the drive. Fuller, huge hit by Sharp. Finds his way in the inside of the field, wide open. Not the greatest pressure, not the worst. Just, two good teams going up against each other. They get the nod on us in this one. And another quick out. We just can't cover that at all, man. Got Stokes on him. We got linebackers on him. I mean, that out has been just deadly all game long. I mean, how many times have they beaten us on that? Like, a lot is the answer. It's quite crazy, actually. And nice job by Cox forcing the ball out. I mean, you usually don't see them drop the ball, so it's impressive to be able to do so. Right, another sit down to the outside. Could be a screen, actually. It's not. It is a sit down. And Burns kind of stepping up. We need some help. Stokes forcing the slide. Dak getting them a couple of yards. But the 2-minute warning, they do have all 3 timeouts. Field goal does nothing for them, which is why we didn't go for 2. Kind of thinking about it long term rather than short term. They need a touchdown desperately. Trying to get around there, can't, and that's an amazing catch by Andrews, getting them another first down. Going to come with the blitz at this point. You know, we give up a touchdown. It's not as big as giving up one earlier, and there's nobody out there. Gaining about 6. I don't know if we just didn't get the call off in time, but that was not a good play. I mean, man coverage shouldn't be open that much. The cover 2 look. Wade. Waiting for it in the middle of the field. Outside. Got to leave it. Dak trying to run. Dak going to have to throw it away with Wade turning into the spy. 3rd and 4. Can we hold him out? Still a hell of an effort even if we don't. Short to the running back. In trouble. That's not a bad throw, but it's gonna not be completed. 4th and 1, and we're gonna bring Stearns in on the blitz. Jordan Davis, corner, picked by Booker, who finally gets some revenge, and that's pretty much the dagger. Never physically, but pretty much, right? Of course, run again as, oh wow. Oh, there you go, Hawkins. Only a gain of like 2, but it's a hell of a gain. And we win the game. It was a tough-fought battle. Of course, Gaffney came in, so did Gibbs. Got a couple of, you know, kind of garbage time stats. Woodley on, like, a 4th and short actually took one for, like, 30-some yards, and Gibbs had, like, a nice 15-yard run in there, which is always nice to see. I know they're going to be mad about it, whatever, running up the yards, stats, or whatever, but it's their job to stop it. So, I mean, you know, unless you want to be dirty about it, there's, you know, and hurt us, there's nothing really bad about it. And, yeah, I mean, we're going to pull off the victory. The Cowboys, like I said, maybe under 500 for the first time I've ever seen it, and it was exactly 30 yards. I didn't know it was exactly that. It kind of felt like 40, to be honest. But Curtis Gamble, completion percentage was not great. You know, he had a couple of big-time plays, but made a lot of big-time errors as well. Hawkins with 200 on the nose. Of course, he had the huge pre-half touchdown of 69 yards, but he took away that 69 yards, still over 100. We said we wanted to run the ball for 150 yards today. We easily did that with 250. Receiving Woodley, 6 for 150. Once again, the best tight end in the league. I don't care what anyone wants to say. Diami, 4 for 69, which is okay. Tutu Atwell, 3 for 33 with 2 touchdowns. Sky Moore, 3 for 74. And they had a guy 1 for 50 with a touchdown. That guy's big, 6'3", 234. Okay, I can kind of see why he kind of beat Woolen on that, to be honest. But not saying Diami's great. But with Ferguson's injury not being super significant, maybe we can get away with the current lineup we have. So let me know what you guys think. Could always try to trade. We've seen Christian Watson wasn't being used, and he's a big body, fast guy, but I don't know if I'm really into that. Sky Moore, short route, catching traffic. I think slot, once again, need short route, need release, and more importantly, need that catching up there, man. Catching's rough. 2 to break tackle, do not care about. Short route, okay. Catching and catching traffic, fair enough. Which now puts him at 80 in all the route runnings, which is pretty impressive. Obviously looking decent. I don't know what would have happened if Lockett was in there, as you know, he's a little bit of a down the field guy more than that they have. But still, a win against the Cowboys when we also have injuries is impressive. We handled it decently well. Once again, the gamble incompletions have, you know, they're starting to get a little more common, more frequent, and more egregious. Like, they're just so bad. But it's a win nonetheless, as we are going to be going against another division rival next week. Could the whole division be under 500 besides us by next week? I don't know. We'll find out, but hopefully you'll be there with us to do so. If you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, appreciate your continued support. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. I don't know if I would have uploaded this with the other Nighthawks video. I'm not sure how I'm going to upload for Saturday, but regardless of the point, the second channel PKR plays, I had a Far Cry posted the other day, and we're probably going to be uploading it tomorrow. I'm going to stream it at Wish. We're going to be uploading it tomorrow kind of early, maybe 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then possibly the 10-year rebuild of our Las Vegas Raiders franchise. Still don't know if I want to just do a 10-year sim or a rebuild. I'll probably just play it by ear. You know, if we start winning Super Bowls early on, maybe it won't even be 10 years. Maybe it'll be 5. If, you know, it'd be nice to win like 10 Super Bowls in 10 years, but if we're winning that many, you know, it's kind of like, well, what's the point? But we'll see. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!